Society is about to hand you the perfect excuse to become weak, soft, and lazy. They will package it with lights and sentiment and call it the holiday season. I am here to tell you that this is not a time for hibernation. This is the single greatest strategic advantage you will have all year. This is your winter protocol. You have been sold a lie wrapped in a blanket. The lie that winter is for slowing down. That it is self-care, to abandon your discipline, to indulge until January 1st, when you will magically become a new man. This is the hibernation instinct. It is a biological and social trap designed to keep you in a perpetual cycle of starting over. You spend autumn building momentum, only to let it shatter against the rocks of holiday comfort. You enter every new year not with power, but with a deficit of energy and a backlog of shame. This cycle is not an accident, it is a cage. But there is another way, a way that transforms the cold and the dark from enemies into your greatest allies. This is the path of the Winter King. He looks at the same frozen ground and does not see death. He sees a forge. He understands a fundamental law of nature that most men have forgotten. Spring does not create growth. Spring reveals it. The explosion of life in April is simply the unveiling of the work that was done in the silent, frozen months beneath the surface. Your body, your business, your mind, the depth of their roots is determined right now. While the world sleeps, the Winter King is building his empire in the dark. Your first offensive is against your own comfort. The world tells you to layer up, to stay warm, to seek constant coziness. The protocol demands you do the opposite. You must weaponize the cold. This is not about a trendy ice bath. This is the metabolic forge. It is a daily ritual of confronting the elements and emerging not just unharmed, but hardened. When you step into that cold shower or that bracing morning air, you are not just shocking your system. You are conducting a daily coup against the weakest version of yourself. You are telling your nervous system, in a language it cannot ignore, that comfort is not the priority. Resilience is. While others are layering on insulation, you are stripping away vulnerability. Day by day, you're forging a will that does not flinch at discomfort, a body that burns with a metabolic fire that no seasonal indulgence can extinguish. Your second offensive is against distraction. The days are shorter. The world retreats indoors, and its attention fragments into a million festive distractions. This is your golden hour. The focused dark is your mandated, uninterrupted, deep work block. This is where you plant the seeds that no one will see until they have already grown into mighty oaks. That business idea, that book, that skill, the world's social calendar has just cleared the space for you to build it. Imagine the leverage. While your competitors are lost in a food coma, scrolling mindlessly, you are acquiring a skill that will make you indispensable. You are writing the code, drafting the chapters, building the systems. You are using the collective slowdown as a slingshot. The darkness is not your prison, it is your cloak, allowing you to work in secret, to emerge in the spring so far ahead that it looks like magic to everyone else. Your third offensive is the most strategic. The end of the year creates a natural pause. The false kings will tell you to fill this pause with noise and consumption. The Winter King uses it for the stillness audit. This is the ultimate earth ring. This is not a guilt-ridden recap of your failures. This is the calm, strategic work of a general after a campaign. You look at the map of your last 12 months. Where were the victories? Not just the big ones, but the small, daily protocols that worked. Where were the energy leaks? The relationships that drained you, the habits that plundered your focus, the commitments that offered no return. You must audit this with the dispassionate eye of a strategist. This data is your most valuable asset. It is the intelligence that will inform your entire next year. You are not making resolutions. You are designing a blueprint based on cold, hard fact. This winter, you have a choice. You can follow the hibernation instinct into the warm, soft cage of mediocrity. Or you can activate the protocol. You can step into the metabolic forge and harden your body. You can embrace the focused dark and build your legacy in secret. You can conduct the stillness audit and plan your next campaign with the clarity of a king. While the world sleeps, you will forge. While they store fat, you will build foundation. While they make empty promises on December 31st, you will have already become the man capable of keeping them. The goal was never to survive the winter. The goal was to let it transform you, to let it make you dangerous. If you are ready to take the offensive, tell me in the comments. Which of the three pillars, the forge, the dark, or the audit, will be your primary focus? The Brotherhood is here to witness your commitment. And if you want the full structured system, the daily protocols, the accountability, and the community of men executing this together, we are building the entire Winter King campaign over on Patreon. The link is in the description. Stop hibernating. Start conquering.